So today's book is Happy Days by Gabby Bernstein. It's a self-help personal development book. I don't usually read this genre of books, but the spirit guided it to me, as Gabby would say. It's a really good book. I do recommend it. I mean, living with anxiety and fear is hard, and this book is designed to help those living with anxiety and fear. She writes this book from the heart, and she focuses on being an open book and showing how she healed her childhood trauma, which she believes is the ultimate cause of anxiety and fear, is repressed childhood trauma. I agree with that to an extent. I'm definitely no doctor, and I haven't been through the ringer like she has, that's for sure. Her openness with her past and her writing this book is very good for those that have anxiety and fear and are maybe just looking for a way to be better and not be anxious all the time. This book has different modalities in it somebody could use to feel better, for sure. I have used them. It helps me. I don't have a tremendous amount of anxiety, but I do have anxiety. I've known those that were way worse than me, that's for sure. But this book has different healing modalities that can definitely benefit you. So let's jump into it. So I'm going to give you my 3 takeaways from this book. Hopefully it will help you decide if you want to read the book, or it will help you get a summary of the book at least, and you won't have to read the book. Maybe you're just pressed for time like everyone and you don't want to read the book. Whatever it is, I'm just here to hopefully help you out. So here is my 3 key takeaways from this book. 1, willingness to change. You have to have a willingness to change, otherwise you're not going to change anything. 2, you got to identify your triggers. Once you identify your triggers, you can find a way of thinking differently and changing your thought processes to help you from becoming anxious and becoming triggered in the future. Nobody wants a triggered Karen. 3, you need treatment. Treatment modalities, that's it. If you have anxiety, then you need to help yourself out and make use of the many treatment modalities that we have in our current culture. Not all of them cost money. Some of them you can do at home. Willingness to change. Number 1, Gabby says that you need to hold a vision for a peaceful future in order to find inner peace. And I believe that 100%. You have to first see it before you can achieve it, right? Gabby believes that once you do hold that vision, that you will receive spiritual support from the spirit realm or God or whatever you want to call it. Fear and trauma and negative patterns, they have to be addressed. So willingness to change, you got to be willing to change in order to change. Identifying triggers. Number 2, she gives an example of a trigger. If your husband is leaving the house, he doesn't give you a kiss goodbye or whatever, and you get mad, you get upset, that's a trigger. You need to figure out why that is triggering you. She created her own method of journaling, which she calls Rage on the Page, which you use bilateral music with headsets, and you get a blank sheet of paper and you throw it down, be by yourself, because this might bring up repressed emotions and you might start crying and you might get really emotional. You just start writing down your whatever comes to mind. You don't think about it, you just put it down for 20 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. And that will help you get your emotions out, say right after your husband left without giving you a kiss goodbye, rather than repressing those, and those repressed emotions turn into future trauma. Before you repress them, get them out on the sheet of paper, recognize them, don't hold judgment against yourself. Then afterwards, maybe meditate, you'll feel better. It does work for sure. I tried it. So number 3, treatment modalities. So she goes over a bunch of different treatments in this book that she used to find her own inner peace. She used EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization reprocessing. You just move your eyes in a certain way and it helps you process these traumatic events. I know of people that have done this and it has been useful, but it seems like it's one of those things that you can't just go in for one treatment. You need to be going in and plan for it for a while, months to years. You know, it's a process. She also used EFT, which is emotional freedom techniques. It uses acupuncture points, meridian points on the body to calm the central nervous system. So you tap on your hand and your wrist and your shoulders and like your temples and all these different meridian points, and you can say positive affirmations while you're doing this, and it will help you relieve your anxiety. It's a great in the moment treatment. I tried it. She actually gives guided meditations and a guided EFT through the book. Didn't seem to really do much for me, but I could have been doing it wrong. That's true. Maybe I wasn't in the right setting. I wasn't calm enough or something. I don't know. Didn't seem to do anything for me. And if it's supposed to be an in-the-moment treatment, I feel like it should be effective even if you are in a bad setting. Another treatment she used was somatic experiencing, SE therapy. So SE therapy is a body-oriented therapy that uses yoga and qigong and other movement modalities to get the energy and the chi moving throughout your body. And supposedly we have locked up repressed emotions inside of, like, say, like your back. You don't stretch your back enough and it has like a kink of ball of energy, and that ball of energy creates anxiety and stress, and you need to get your body moving in order to get the blood flow in there and get that negative energy out of you. I really believe in this somatic experiencing. I've worked out my whole life. I find exercise to be very relaxing. Exercise is a known anxiolytic, which means it's an anti-anxiety. That is the one thing for sure that I know that exercise does. I don't believe exercise is good for weight loss. That's a totally different video. If you guys care about that, leave a comment below. EMDR, Gabby said, helped her recover memories from the past and resolve them. That's huge. And that's bringing up your repressed emotions and that's resolving them. I think that's something that we need to do in order to resolve past trauma. We have to re-experience them in order to process them and get over them. So my final thoughts on Happy Days. Just as the subtitle says, Happy Days was a guided path from trauma to profound freedom and inner peace. I don't have profound freedom and inner peace after reading it, but I do feel more knowledgeable. I feel like it was worth the read, you know? I feel like there's other people out there that have anxiety and fear, and this book can help them for sure. Even if you know about EFT and EMDR and SE. So the problem with all these treatment modalities is that a lot of people might think that, oh, I don't have the money or the means or the time to go see all these doctors. I can't have profound freedom and inner peace. So it kind of makes you feel that way a little bit. I can see that. But then again, she is trying to give her story. Everybody's story is different. Most people don't have the money and the time and the means to go see all those doctors. And I'm sure she understands that, but she's also giving you the knowledge that she has and the experience that she has to try and help you find that inner peace. So really, she's doing all she can. I think this book does a good job at that. So I do recommend the book. Let me know your thoughts. Please like and subscribe. I'm just starting out. This video is probably a little bit rough, but I'm hoping they start to get better with time. Thanks.